And tonight we're joined by another Jones, Vinnie. Yes, the former footballer and Hollywood hardman will be talking about his brand new TV show in which we see a very different side to him as cameras follow him renovating a 400-year-old farm in West Sussex. We are joined by a man who's actually starred alongside Patrick in X-Men The Last Stand, but for his latest project, he's swapped the Hollywood Hills for the beautiful West Sussex countryside. Please welcome Vinnie Jones. That picture of you there in X-Men, my word, mate.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I was on the front page of Attitude magazine, I think, with my leather straps on there.
It's quite a picture, isn't it? So you've got this new series, Vinnie Jones in the Country, and you're renovating this enormous farmhouse in a beautiful part of the country. And before we get into it, we wondered where your love of nature had come from, because you're in your element, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we grew up outside Watford, so, you know, it was fields, trees, canals, you know, fishing from a young age. I mean, when we were, 12, 13, we'd go night fishing down the canal, me and my mates, and walk, from Croxley to Watford and, birds nesting, all through the woods and everything. So it sort of came from there, really, and country pursuits and, fishing as well, fly fishing. I learnt to fly fish when I was 10 years old. So this was kind of a show that people haven't really seen the side of me, really. And it also brings a lot of lads together, a lot of, I think mental health is such a massive thing now. Going through it myself, obviously, over the last 3 or 4 years, it's brought a few lads together, and I've took on this farm, 400-year-old farm, and steamed into it.
Yeah.
And it's very, very different from Clarkson's farm. We don't grow anything. We don't have any animals or anything like that. And the only animals are the ones that work for me, I think. So you'll see some great characters in it. And we've all, got some kind of issue. So it's a little bit like rolling back the years to the Crazy Gang. It was all, part-timers and misfits kind of thing that won the FA Cup against Liverpool. Yeah. And it's the same with this, with all my mates.
Yeah. I mean,
Wobbly there, look.
I like that you've got the great nicknames here. So talk me through who is in this Crazy Gang?
So that's Wobbly, that's Paul Wobbly. We're the only ones that call him Wobbly. It's not because he looks like he can wobble around, bless him. But Wobbly's, I said to him be in the show, and he's a falconer. His passion is falconry. Right. So I met him through, breeding peregrine falcons, and he brings a little gerfalcon to work most days, to get it attached to him. And then there's Big George, who's got the... he does all my paving and block work and everything like that, and he's got a digger. And one thing we need is a digger.
You need a friend with a digger.
Yeah, and Big George is on the digger. My PA, Emma, she's kind of orchestrating stuff that doesn't get too out of hand. And then we just bring the lads in, I'm a groundsman and I've got lads looking after the fishery. We've got a nice carp fishery and stuff, an old trout fishery that we took over.
Well, let's give our viewers a little taste then. This is you out in the middle of nature having a lovely old time.
Right.
Cheers.
So the main thing here is you listen. Robin, chaffinch, woodpecker, there's a deer. When you're so much in the public eye, to come here, not one of these animals or birds asked me for a selfie.
Yeah, good. It's nice though. It's proper in your element stuff, and I've got to say, it looks like you have a little bit of fun driving around that car.
We do, we got the ATVs and the Polarises and the tractors and the motorbikes, and we sort of get on with it, and we do get the job done. I mean, Wobbly can do electrics and carpentry and roofing.
I would just leave it all to them. Like,
well, I do kind of, Rome. I'm pretty good at this. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Site manager.
Well, look, one of the great things about the show as well, you've got great special guests as well. And one of those people, Paul Gascoigne, he makes an appearance. You two, you're close, right?
we're spiritual brothers. You know,
Yeah.
that's a fact of life. I mean, you know, sometimes when he's not feeling well, I feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that everybody knows us from the picture in 1987.
Of course, yeah.
But we've grown a bond. We go and do every now and then. I'll go with him and do an after dinner, like an evening with Paul Gascoigne, kind of thing. Give him a bit of confidence. You know, I love him like a brother. He's got a disease. You know, I fought mine and I fought it off for now. You know, I'm 10 years without a drink, 11 years in April. And I think he gets inspired by that, by the goals that I set.
Yeah.
But I need to, like with the farm, I say to the boys, we've got to keep swinging. We've got to keep running and we've got to keep swinging. And you know, when you take on, say you take on any kind of grief that can come along, you feel like it's a weight and you're buried.
Yeah.
But I took that as being planted. And I came out and I wanted to see the sunshine and I wanted to see the end of the tunnel. And that's what I've kind of done the last year or so. And I've brought these lads along with me who have got their own stories. They've got their own... they've got their own problems, you know?
Yeah.
You've created a team, right?
It's a support network.
Yeah.
isn't
Well, yeah,
it, in a
it's
way?
the old crazy gang, the mental health crazy gang we call ourselves. If it weren't for the farm, we'd all be locked up in straitjackets. So,
Well-
luckily, we're all here to live to tell the tale. But we are not Clarkson's farm. That is,
There you
Right,
go.
well,
It's
you've
very
moved on.
different.
Clarkson's farm.
All right.
That's a much
you go.
better show than ours.
Vinnie Jones in the Country, which is also wonderful, is available to stream from Monday, the 20th of November, next Monday, exclusively on Discovery Plus.
Yeah. Big thank you to our guest today as well, Vinnie Jones, for joining us. Thanks so much, Vinnie.
We won't be here tomorrow, as Children in Need will be on from 7 o'clock, as Al said, and we'll be there cheering on our challenge squad. Remember, if you can donate, that would be absolutely fantastic. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you in Manchester tomorrow. Bye-bye.